Writer PH Studios.
Candidate substitution. What's your stand?
Okay. I'll bring you back. Pre-2001. Tagal nito, baka hindi ka pa pinapanganak dito. Kailan ka pinanganak?
1982.
82, okay. So, 2001. In 2001, pre-2001, there is a law, a provision of the Omnibus Election Code, I think, that, for example, if I am vice mayor, or if I'm councilor pala, I run for a higher office, vice mayor or mayor or congressman, I will have to resign. Yeah? So if I'm vice mayor, I run for the mayorship, I'm going to resign, which I did. I ran for mayorship in 1998. I had to resign my vice mayorship. Okay? But in some twists and turns, in 2000, year 2000 to 2001, that provision of the law was taken out. Parang binago yung batas na kahit sino, kahit na mataas yung pwesto mo o baba yung pwesto mo, if you're congressman, you want to run for Senate, you don't have to resign. If you're councilor, you want to run for vice mayor, congressman, or mayor, you don't have to resign. If you are vice president, you want to become president, you don't have to resign. By some twists and turns of good political thinking of the political thinkers at the time, di ba? Now, fast forward, yun yung pinagsasamantalahan ng lahat. Di ba? Nawala na yun eh. Pero kung wari, nandun pa yun, wala maglalakas na loob na, pare, tumakbo ko dyan, kailangan mag-resign eh. Hindi siya mag-resign. Di ba? So, okay, that's number one. Number two, substitution by political party. Di ba? Okay lang naman, like in the case of 2021, the filing date was from October 1 to October 8. Pero COMELEC decided na yung substitution period should end on November 15. What for? Diba? Para sa okay ka lang na maglagay ng extension ng substitution, siguro 1 week after October 8. Pero ano pa ba hinihintay natin sa November 15? Wala naman tayo hinihintay. Ganun din lang naman ang ending. At the end of the day, tingnan mo na November 15. Wala rin. Ganun din lang pala nangyari. Diba? Dinagyan mo lang ng magandang drama, parang, shit, tatakbo siya, diba? Parang, nagsama na sila! Yung mga, diba, yung mga, sino tatakbo sa ganun to? Anong pwesto? At the end of the day, ganun din pala ending. Diba? That's why kanina, lumapit ako sa inyo, si SBG, diba? Nagpalit-palit pa, November 15. Ngayon, uurong din pala. I mean, what's the point? Diba? But the other substitution is yung by surname. Substitution by surname can happen until the noon time of election day. Kasi, along the way, na-incapacitate yung kandidato, nagkasakit, nadapa, nabagok, na-aksidente, hinika, namatay, or pinatay, yung same surname, either kapatid, asawa, anak, pamangkin, blah, 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 ang pwedeng pumalit sa kanya. By virtue of the fact that, two facts. Number one, na-print na yung balota, hindi na yung pangalan niya. Whether he is popular or not, nandun na yan. Number one. Number two, kahit na halimbawa manual pa rin tayo, you're giving that is disenfranchising the person who died. So kailangan lang niya, meron siyang kapalit. So tatlo yung binanggit ko doon sa question mo, yung the law that says if you run for public office, you will have to resign. Higher public office, you will have to resign. Nawala yun. Number two, extension ng substitution. Why prolong when you can actually do it in just 1 week? Because at the end of the day, ganun din pala ending. And then number three, yung substitution by name. Tama lang mo nandun yan. Tama lang mo nandun yan.
On West Philippine Sea. That's your stand.
Well, what's ours is ours, di ba? Before the 2016 ruling of The Hague, doon sa UNCLOS, the United Nations Convention's Law of the Sea, walang clear. Ibig sabihin, walang alam yung tao, yung Filipino, hanggang saan nga ba tayo? Ano ba yung meets and bounds ng Pilipinas? Ano ba yung exclusive economic zone? Until inilaban ni Presidente Noy sa Hague. Nanalo ang Pilipinas. Although it's not enforceable dahil wala namang pulis yung United Nations to enforce it, di ba? But at least, what is important there is that nakita na natin yung meets and bounds natin. In fact, yung decision na yun is also being held onto by other ASEAN countries who are claimants to the disputed islands of the Spratlys. Well, Spratlys, may iba dyan na bahagi nila like Malaysia, Vietnam, di ba? Tayo, konti lang naman yata doon. But the point being is that at least malinaw na yun. It's a landmark decision by the Hague, no, in favor of the Philippines. So what's ours is ours. We should protect it. You know, the reason why the Chinese are imposing the 9-dash line, dun sa, di ba, 9-dash line, di ba? Is because that's the source of their protein. Protein ba yung nakukuha sa isda? Sa seafoods? Protein, you know? They're feeding 1.3 billion Chinese people. Ito ang source ng kanilang protein. And calcium siguro, isasabi nila. So tayo naman, okay lang kumuha kayo dyan, pero teritoryo nyo huwag dito sa amin. Kasi mayroon kami exclusive use ng economic zone natin as enshrined in the UNCLOS and as decided upon by the Hague. Di ba? Second, we are an archipelagic country. We mine or we fish in our internal waters. Pero scarce yan, di ba? And then we cannot really just fish along the Pacific coast. Kaya rin naman, pero it will take a while. Yet, you know, we are not, so that's number one. Number two, we are a maritime country. We are a very maritime country. Lahat ng mga marino natin, ang gagaling sa ibang bansa. We're top 5 in global shipbuilding industry, I think, globally. But if we are top 5 globally in the shipping industry, why can't we build our own ships for internal use? Ba't kailangan natin bumili ng mga frigates at saka mga barko from outside the country, South Korea, France, para sa mga Coast Guard at Navy natin? Internal use natin yun and maritime police. Ba't di tayo gumawa yung mga shipbuilders natin na for every one ship that you will build, please build 10 for us for our internal use, and then the government will give you tax incentives. So kung bawat 10 malalaking barko ang itatayo ng 4 top shipbuilding companies sa Pilipinas, bawat isa doon shipbuilding is 10, 40 malalaki. Diba? Eh di, meron ka ngayon 400 na maliliit na gawa sa Pilipinas para sa internal waters, internal security ng Pilipinas. Ibigay mo sa Maritime Police, ibigay mo sa Coast Guard, and then ibigay mo sa Navy. 400 ka ngayon. Kung magagawa niya in 3 years, ang 10. O edi, meron ka agad 400 dito. Ang unang bias doon, pinalalakas mo yung shipbuilding industry mo. Number 2, yung mga manggagawa, hindi na kailangan lumabas dahil dito na lang. Number 3, pinalakas mo pa yung internal security mo on seas, internal waters mo. Number 4, hindi ganun kalaking dollars ang nilalabas mo para bumili ng gamit. At least yung pera mo, dito lang umiikot. Kung bibili ka man, radar, etc., yun na lang bibili mo, ilalagay mo rito. So that's not so much dollars na lalabas ng Pilipinas. Kasi kung bibili ka ng isang malaking barko o ilang frigates, that's X number of dollars na ilalabas mo outside of the country. Pero kung dito mo gagawin yan, at ito lang mga kapira-piraso na ito bibilin mo, then konti ng dollars na ilalabas mo. We are a maritime expert. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I'm supposed to meet one big shipbuilding engineer, maritime engineer. Kaya lang, hindi siya umubra, and I'll be in Tarlac and Pangasinan the day after tomorrow. So, But that's my advocacy. That's why when I got to Cebu the other day, andun yung isang shipbuilding. One of the top 4 shipbuilding industry, car corporation nandun. Sa Malamban, Municipality of Malamban. For export lahat ang ginagawa natin doon. Eh okay lang naman yung for export, pero dapat tayo naman tayo para sa bansa natin. Mahalin naman natin yung bansa natin. Di ba?
And last na lang, political dynasty.
Well, if I believe in political dynasties, sure, the person beside you would be mayor already. Di ba? But I think that's one thing I learned from my father. I remember we were both councilors in 1992 to 1995. Then I ran for vice mayor in 1995. And he ran for councilor in 1995 but lost. And then I said, towards 1998, sabi ko, Papa, takbo ka na ulit. The councilor sa District 4 dito, nasa tayo. Sabi niya, hindi, isa lang sa pamilya, okay din. I'm happy that you're now vice mayor. So, okay, fast forward. Si Hero is the only among the family who is in government now. Quezon City Councilor siya dito sa district na to. He was the one who continued the legacy of Papa as councilor in this district, District 4. It's his last term. If I win as senator, I'll be the only one who is in government. Wala na dito. Diba? So ganoon. I mean, but that's a principle that I hold on to based on my father's principles. But reality dictates that political dynasties are the ones that move both politics and economics in the country. I met most of them when I went to the provinces, and they're my friends. And they're big political dynasties. Until a law is passed that speaks of regulating political dynasties, it will always be there. Absence of the law, talagang wala. Absence of the law, wala.